If you are an older man, 7 weaknesses of every young girl that you must know for her to want you. Have you ever felt like no matter how much experience and maturity you bring to the table, young women just aren't noticing you? You find yourself wondering why they're drawn to other men instead, leaving you questioning your approach. But what if I told you there's a psychological reason behind this? And more importantly, a way for you to become the man they desire. Stick around, because I'm about to reveal 7 key weaknesses that all young girls have, and how you can use them to your advantage to win their hearts. Imagine this: you walk into a room, and before you even speak, your presence is already being felt, not because of your looks, but because of something subtle yet incredibly powerful that you carry with you. What is it? It's the way you smell, the way you hold yourself, and the confidence that exudes from every step you take. In this video, I'll show you exactly how these 7 weaknesses work in your favor. You won't have to chase or impress. Just by tapping into these secrets, you'll become the man who makes them want you. Now, here's the most interesting part. The final weakness I'm about to share isn't just the most important, it's the one that'll make her desire you with minimal effort on your part. Curious? I'll explain in just a moment, but first, let's dive into the first secret that will set you apart from all the other guys she's used to. Weakness 1. Smell. Good. Let's start with one of the most overlooked but incredibly powerful tools in seduction: your scent. A man who smells good doesn't just stand out. He leaves a lasting imprint on a young woman's memory. Imagine this: you walk into a room, and before you say a word, your fragrance has already made an impression. She might not even realize it immediately, but your scent has awakened something in her, stirring emotions and memories, all tied to the emotional part of her brain. Smell is a powerful trigger for desire and attraction, even more so than we realize. A well-chosen fragrance can make a man instantly more attractive. It tells her that you care about the finer details, that you know how to make an impact beyond just your physical presence. While younger men might focus on their appearance or clothing, you understand that true seduction lies in the subtle details. And one of the most seductive details? Aroma. By simply smelling good, you send a message that goes beyond words. You have style, you care about yourself, and you know how to leave an impression. It's a subtle yet potent form of attraction that younger men may overlook. And this is where your maturity works to your advantage. The scent you choose could be one of your most powerful weapons. Weakness 2. Self-confidence. The second powerful trait that young women find irresistible is self-confidence. This isn't just about walking into a room and hoping to be noticed. It's about the kind of confidence that comes from within. After years of life experience, you no longer seek validation from others. You know who you are, and more importantly, you know your worth. That type of confidence doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need to be overly flashy. In fact, it's often the quietest confidence that commands the most respect. When you enter a room, your presence speaks volumes. You don't need to raise your voice or constantly seek attention. Your mere presence stands tall with maturity, experience, and the quiet assurance that you don't need anyone else's approval to feel good about yourself. This kind of self-confidence is rare, especially in younger men who are still figuring themselves out. While younger men may be nervous, trying to impress or win her approval, you simply are yourself. And believe me, That's something a young girl will notice. Your self-assurance draws her in, and she'll be intrigued by your grounded, confident energy. It's not arrogance. It's the kind of confidence that comes from knowing you've been through enough to trust in yourself. So, there you have it. The first 2 weaknesses of every young girl that you can use to your advantage. But we're just getting started. The next few weaknesses are going to give you even more insight into how you can become the man they crave without having to try too hard. Stay tuned for the next part, where I'll reveal even more powerful strategies that you can use to win her heart effortlessly. As we've already seen, self-confidence and not desperately seeking approval are powerful tools in your arsenal. Now let's move on to the next few strategies, ones that will help you stand out and become the man who captivates young women, not by chasing after them, but by letting your maturity and experience shine through. Weakness 3. Ignoring women strategically. One of the most powerful qualities you can use to your advantage is knowing how to ignore women strategically. At first, this may sound contradictory, especially when you think about the usual advice to chase after attention, but trust me, it works. Let me explain why this is so effective, particularly when dealing with younger women. Most men, especially younger ones, are desperate for a woman's attention. They do everything to please her, constantly trying to impress and win her approval. However, you, with your life experience and wisdom, understand that true attraction doesn't come from chasing. It comes from making her feel that you're a busy man with your own interests, and that her attention is not something you need to validate your worth. When a young girl encounters an older man who knows how to ignore her at the right moments, she's often puzzled. She's not used to someone not falling at her feet due to her beauty or charm. She's accustomed to men constantly messaging her, bending over backward, trying to capture her attention. But when she meets you, something changes. You're different from the rest. You're not constantly hovering around her. You're not available 24/7, and that mystery, it intrigues her. It makes her wonder why you aren't as eager for her attention, and that curiosity is powerful. You're not playing games. You're simply allowing her to come to you on her own terms, and that makes you stand out from all the other men who are trying too hard. Weakness 4. Ambition. As an older man, ambition is one of the most attractive qualities you possess. Younger women often find themselves surrounded by men their own age who live day to day without any clear vision or long-term plans. They're stuck in the present, chasing short-term pleasures without thinking about the future. In contrast, you represent something completely different. Your ambition is not just about striving for more. It's a deep internal drive that has fueled you throughout your life. This is what drives them crazy about you. For a young girl, seeing an ambitious man is like looking at someone who has control over his own destiny. You're not like the others who are just waiting for life to give them something by chance. You've built your path through sheer determination, and that kind of clarity is magnetic. Imagine sitting with her and discussing your current and future projects. It doesn't matter what you've already accomplished. What matters is the spark in your eyes, that hunger to keep pushing forward. Maybe you've already had a successful career or hit certain milestones that many would consider a happy ending, but for you, that's just the beginning. You talk about new goals, projects yet to be completed, and challenges you're eager to face. She watches as your ambition shines through in every word. And she's fascinated, captivated by the fact that you're never satisfied and always aiming for more. It's this drive, this endless pursuit of something bigger that makes you incredibly appealing to young women who might still be figuring out what they want in life. As you can see, using your life experience, strategic aloofness, and ambition can make you incredibly attractive to younger women. But there's more to it. What happens when you combine all of these qualities with a deep understanding of what really captivates a woman's heart? Stay tuned, because in the next part, we'll dive deeper into how you can leverage these traits even further to become the irresistible man they crave. As we've seen, confidence, ambition, and strategic aloofness can make you incredibly appealing to young women. But there's more to it. What happens when your reputation, masculinity, and financial security are also working in your favor? These qualities combine in a way that makes you not just attractive, but irresistible. Let's dive into the final key weaknesses that will ensure you stand out and captivate any young woman's attention. Weakness 5. Reputation as a womanizer. As an older man, having the reputation of being a womanizer can actually be a powerful attraction tool, especially when it comes to young girls. Whether consciously or unconsciously, they feel drawn to a man who has had many women in his life. This history of experience speaks about you in a way that few other qualities can. When a young girl encounters a man known as a womanizer, she faces both a challenge and an enigma, something that seduces her in ways she may not fully understand. For her, a womanizer represents both the promise of new experiences and the thrill of something unpredictable. Think about it. Many men her age have only had 1 or 2 relationships and may feel insecure or anxious about trying to win her over. But you enter the scene with a completely different dynamic. You don't have anything to prove. You don't have to try hard. She knows that if so many women have passed through your life, it's because there's something about you that others don't have, and that intrigue is what draws her in. Instead of viewing you as just another conqueror, she sees someone who knows how to handle desire, someone who can offer her an experience beyond the superficial. That's exciting and mysterious for her, making you a fascinating puzzle. She wants to solve. Weakness 6. Masculinity. Masculinity is so much more than physical appearance. It's a complex blend of strength, control, confidence, and leadership, and in your case, it has been honed through years of experience. For young girls, truly masculine men are not just those who look rugged or tough. No, true masculinity radiates self-assurance. It's the man who knows what he wants, how he wants it, and doesn't need to impose himself aggressively for respect. You are someone who naturally dominates your surroundings. The way you move, speak, and carry yourself communicates authority, but with a quiet, magnetic presence. You don't rush through actions or words. You have an inner calmness that signals to everyone around you that you've been through enough to remain unshaken by momentary emotions. This level of composure and ease is incredibly attractive to young women who often encounter men their age who are uncertain and unsure of themselves. Additionally, your masculinity shows in the decisions you make. Young girls are used to men who hesitate, who aren't sure what they want, and who change their minds constantly. But when they see someone like you, acting with purpose and confidence, they feel something awaken within them. You become the embodiment of what they crave: strength, certainty, and control over their world. Weakness 7. Financial security. Finally, we come to financial security, a factor that requires no effort on your part, but when used correctly, will make you incredibly attractive. Money doesn't just open doors or provide an enviable lifestyle. It also reflects success and stability, qualities that are extremely important to young women. Your financial situation, earned through years of hard work, symbolizes security and stability. Two things that young girls deeply seek in a man. In today's uncertain world, your financial stability offers them a sense of refuge from the worries of life. It's not just about luxurious experiences. It's about offering freedom from economic concerns and the security of knowing they are safe and taken care of. Moreover, money reflects leadership capability and success. The fact that you've worked hard to get where you are speaks volumes about your ambition and determination. For young women, this isn't just inspiring. It's a tangible example of how goal setting, dedication, and intelligence lead to great achievements. Your success is proof of the rewards that come from hard work, and it's a valuable lesson they can admire and aspire to follow. So, as you can see, when you combine your reputation, masculinity, and financial security, you become an incredibly attractive figure in the eyes of young women. But how do you master these traits and use them to their fullest potential? Stay tuned, because in the next video, I'll reveal the deeper secrets of seduction and how you can continue to improve your irresistible appeal. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and activate notifications so you don't miss out on any valuable insights that will make you the man every young girl desires.